Back with day 2 of our Easter Bunny project. It's our Easter Bunny illustration. I did this with kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. You could do this with any level. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be handing everyone a background sheet of paper. So I'm going to take this paper, this bunny rabbit away, and I'm going to use a new piece of paper for this next step. This paper is the same size as the last one, so roughly 8.5 by 11. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use markers and I am going to draw flowers all over my background. Just like this. So I'm starting with one color. Okay? You're going to use lots and lots of colors with your flowers, but if you start with one color, use that color as much as you plan to, and then you can move on to another color. Watch what I'm doing. I'm going to be showing you guys some special magic with these flowers in a little bit. What am I adding on to them?
The stems.
That's right.
Leaves and stems.
So you want to go with like springy colors. You can make your colors very bright, so you can play around and you can add other colors to what you're doing, but I recommend using one color at a time. And I recommend also just kind of going around the outside of your picture. If your color's running out, don't worry about it. Sometimes the very best colors are the ones that are running out. Okay. Now you see how I'm leaving this part blank? There's a reason for that. So I'm going to add a few more things here. So maybe I'm going to put like a little center. Again, you can use other colors in your flowers. They don't all have to be the same. I want you guys to feel like you can play. The markers are all in your kit. All right. And I'm just kind of getting through. Oh, this one's darker. Should I add any colors?
Yes.
What color?
White, so it's light.
How about...
Red.
I like this. Actually, I thought it was going to be this color, but this color works too, doesn't it? Some green flowers in the mix.
But, Miss Damiano, that's the color of the stem.
2 different greens, actually.
Oh.
All right, guys, I might be close to moving on. What do you think?
Yes.
Yeah? Maybe there's one more color I can use.
But do we have to like draw a scribble for the flower as you are?
Well, I want you guys to see what's going to happen with this. You don't have to spend a whole lot of time making your flowers perfect because we're going to turn them into watercolors.
Yes. That's But do it like, can we do like lines as it?
Okay, you ready to see the next step? I'm going to use water bowl and a paintbrush, and let's see what happens when I add water to these.
Wow.
All right. Yes, this happens with most markers, except for permanent markers. Permanent markers, it really doesn't work, but with most regular markers that you get in the store, it really does work. So I'm just kind of going through.
That's beautiful.
It's getting there. It's getting there. There's more I have to do, so keep your eyes on the screen. All right. And I'm just adding as much water as I want to make this nice and watercolory. Do you see what I've done?
Yes. Very pretty.
I'll show you some other things that you could do too. So another thing that you could do with this is play with a drip. So I usually wouldn't recommend doing a drip, but in this project it might look really cool. So I'm just holding my picture vertically. I know you can't see that on the screen, but I'm holding it vertically and I'm hoping for a little bit of a drip action here. And if you make a little mess, don't worry, because at the end of class we'll clean it, right? So no big deal.
That's what we always do.
And maybe I'll go like this to move it along. You don't have to do the drip. All right, it's looking pretty cool, isn't it? All right, next step. Back to the bunnies.
Bunny again.
Yay.
Bunny.
Yep, so this is a paying attention step. Are you ready? Okay, do you see what I'm doing?
Yes.
I'm cutting on the contour. That's the outer line of my bunny. Okay, what is the contour again?
A line.
It's the outer line of a shape. Okay, I use that word a lot. It's kind of a fancy word. When it comes to cutting, you want to be the slowest person because the slowest person does what?
Wins the race.
In art. That's right.
Just like in the turtle and the hare.
Yep. You guys don't want to be the hare, even though we're making a hare. You don't want to be the hare in this picture.
Because turtles are my favorite animal.
All right, guys, I bet you can't wait to see what's next with this. Are you ready for some more?
Yes.
Okay, keep your eyes on the screen. Kaden, keep your eyes on the screen. So, check it out. I'm making some garbage. What should I do with my garbage that I've made?
Throw it away.
That's right. Okay, you ready for the next thing?
Are you gonna write our names on the map?
At the end we will. Ready, ready?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this one back. Remember this one? Okay. So now, I'm gonna place my bunny in the picture. Can I just place him there and expect him to stay?
No.
What do I have to do?
Blue.
Good, I have to glue him. Okay, I'm looking for everyone's attention. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes ready.
Okay, quiet, complete quiet for this step. So you're going to see that the front of the bunny got a little bit of color on it. That happened by accident, but we're about to have it happen on purpose. Do you see how I glued my bunny all the way to the bottom of the page, Yasmin?
Yeah.
Good. So here's the next step. So he did get a little bit of color on him. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm also going to color in my bunny a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want to go too crazy. And then guess what's going to happen after I color my bunny in?
You're gonna put water on it?
Sure am. Now watch what happens when I do it on the edges. Shh. Watch what happens when I put color around the contour.
I know what's gonna happen.
What do you think will happen?
It's gonna spread inside.
It's going to spread, but it's going to make my bunny
Beautiful.
three-dimensional. Watch what's going to happen. Just watch. Maybe I'll add one more color in here. And I just want to play. It's all about playing. Okay?
Play with bunny. Play with bunny. Play with bunny.
Okay. Next step. Maybe I'm going to make his cheeks rosy by adding a little bit of red. All right. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Going to use my brush. You guessed it. I'm going to spread out these parts too. Now, if you find a permanent marker like a Sharpie in your kit, should you use that? No, because it's not going to do the cool spreading effect. It's not going to do it. All right, so with this, a little bit goes a long way. We just want to add a little bit of color to our bunnies, just a little bit, okay? And I want you to see how putting it around the edge made it a little bit three-dimensional too. Do you see that? And then here we are. We're pretty much at the end. Someone asked about writing their name. The answer is yes. You're going to use a marker, and you're going to write your name at the top, of course. And you guys, I'll send you home with these today so that you have them for Easter.
I really want it.
All right, you guys, ready? Gonna end the video in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say goodbye.